legends, I hope you're all fantastic. On today's video, we are checking out the new PRS SE Swamp Ash Special. The Swamp Ash Special has finally got the SE treatment. If you're a fan of this guitar, you're probably really going to enjoy this. As the name implies, you've got a solid Swamp Ash body on here. This one has 3 pieces and a maple neck. There's a maple fretboard with these like abalone style PRS birds on here. As you can see on the back, the neck has a scarf joint. It's got the typical PRS SE tuners and the usual SE tremolo. The really interesting thing about this guitar is the pickup selection on here. So you have 2 humbuckers and a middle single coil pickup in here. The single coil pickup uses a combination of Alnico and steel for the magnets in there, which is pretty unique. You've got a master volume, a master tone, and a 3-way switch. The tone is a push-pull switch though, so you get some interesting switching combinations on here. With the switch in the down position, you just get a typical twin humbucker guitar, you know, bridge pickup, both pickups, and then neck pickup. It gets really interesting when you pull up on the switch, because instead of just splitting the humbuckers, what you actually get in the down position with the push-pull switch up is the bridge humbucker and the middle single coil, and it's kind of got this Telecaster vibe about it. When you go to the middle selection, you get the bridge humbucker, the middle single coil, and the neck pickup split. So it's like this kind of Strat quack on steroids, and then in the up position you get the split neck humbucker and the middle pickup. So that's going to give you that classic Strat neck and middle pickup sound on there. The finish on the neck I'm really into. It's a matte finish, which I haven't really tried that much on PRS guitars before. The only other one that comes to mind is the SE Mark Holcomb 7-string that I checked out last year. Width-wise, it feels like a typical PRS. It's just a little bit shallower to my hands anyway, and I've been playing the DGT and the SE DGT a lot recently, so it's kind of a fresh change for me on there. Super slick and fast to play on here, and it really does lean a little bit more with the bolt-on neck construction and those pickup selections on there to like a Strat Tele Super Strat vibe, but on the neck humbucker you can get some really sweet lead tones out of it. On the kind of split coil modes and combinations, you do get those classic Fendery tones out of it. So what I want to do is give you a bunch of playing examples. You heard a little greasy jam at the beginning there. I'll start off with some clean sounds going through the 6 different pickup selection options on there. We'll do the same thing with a slightly more driven Vox style thing. Then we'll go to some crunch and some absolute filth, and I'll throw in some 80s style cleans in there in the middle section, just because that selection where you've got the push-pull pulled and you're on the neck selection, so you get a split neck and middle, is really nice and shimmery. Let's go. dig those single coil sounds on here. The one thing that did take some getting used to is having a middle pickup on a PRS guitar is something I'm not used to, so I did find that I was hitting that a lot with my pick. You do have to treat it the way you treat a Strat when you're playing this thing, which if you're coming from a Strat style guitar is going to be really comfortable. If you're coming from a typical twin humbucker guitar, might take a little adjusting to. I do have to say, the overall fit and finish on this is even more impressive than the SE DGT that I picked up recently. On this example, the nut is pretty much cut perfectly and it's aligned perfectly to the side of the neck, if that comes up over there. It's really, really, really elegant. And if this didn't say SE on the headstock, I would probably think I'm playing a Core PRS. The fretwork on it pretty much over the neck is really, really tight and tidy, much like this guitar. But I know people are going to ask, so I did want to sort of do a little side-by-side to finish off the video. This definitely leans towards the Strat Tele hybrid, in my opinion. Having humbuckers in it can give you some kind of super Strat inspired tones, but I always think of Johnny Highland when I think of these Swamp Ash special guitars and the type of tones he pulls, and it's perfect for that like rock meets country, modern Nashville kind of thing. So I think if you're used to playing Fender style guitars and you want something that can give you a wider range of tones as well as some nice big thick humbucker tones without breaking the bank and something that you can just use as a workhorse, that's going to be the guitar to go for. If you lean more towards your like kind of vintage Les Paul aesthetic and you like a slightly bigger neck and big chunky frets as well as a dedicated volume and tone control, I still think the DGT is the best guitar in the SE lineup, and it is probably the best guitar that's being produced, in my opinion, my totally objective opinion over here, under, you know what, 1,500 Australian dollars or 1,000 US dollars at the moment. I think it really stands on its own as a pretty unique instrument, whereas this kind of feels like a PRS that's gone through a Bizarro World transformation on here. So if you've already got a Core PRS and you wanted to grab another one to complement it, you know, you might want to go with the Swamp Ash. I think it's a really cool variation on it. Or if you're like me and you like the Core DGT so much that you wanted to check out an SE and have pretty much the same guitar at a third of the price, the DGT SE is really, really good. I would not hesitate to recommend them to anybody watching this video. I mean, I liked this so much that I went out and bought one to complement the other Core PRS guitars that I have. And this is going to be pretty hard to send back. For now though, I'll say a big thank you to Matt and the team at Electric Factory here in Australia for letting me borrow this particular guitar. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the SE Swamp Ash Special in the comments section below. Otherwise, have a great day, go and make some greasy guitar noises, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers!